Hello from Southern Ontario, September 3rd. So on Tuesday, the trial of Tamara and Chris Barber begin here in Canada. And I hope the eyes of the world will be upon this trial. I think it's very, very important. Very important. And that's in part why I'm making this video, and I'm going to make other videos, which I hope you'll share. And my videos will be humble and simplistic. But anyways, let's begin with who Tamara and Chris Barber are. I've made videos about this in the past, but if you're from outside of the country or inside of the country and you don't know, a brief background I think is important. Both Tamara and Chris are just common people, just working class family people who decided they'd had enough of the government mandates. And yes, they became organizers of the protest and the convoy, but sort of by proxy. I mean, somebody had to step up to the plate, and they had the skills and the people trusted them to do it. In both Chris and Tamara's case, they liaisoned with the police all the way across the country. The police were very cooperative all the way across the country, and in fact, when they arrived, the convoy, that is, in Ontario, the police, Ontario Provincial Police, escorted them all the way to Ottawa, where the OPS, the Ottawa Police Services, were very cooperative with the organizers of the convoy. Again, Chris and Tamara being only some of them. It was very peaceful. The liaisoning was very cooperative. Tamara, Chris, and others had press conferences, although they didn't invite the mainstream media. They basically said, hey, we see how the mainstream media, CBC, etc., the government propaganda division, is portraying the convoy, and we're not going to help you do it, so you can skip it. You're not invited. But anyways, Chris and Tamara and others, but Chris and Tamara's trial starts on Tuesday, very much just sacrificial lambs. They're not part of the ruling Laurentian elite. They're just common stiffs who decided to say, hey, look, let's go to Ottawa and hear our voices heard. The regime of Trudeau, and it should be noted, the Conservatives and the NDP didn't step out of Parliament to listen to the over a million people that were in Ottawa. It should be noted as well, millions of Canadians lined the streets. We made worldwide headlines and inspired millions, billions of people around the country. These two poor people are just sacrificial lambs. And, well, I'll be covering this to my limited and humble abilities, and I hope you'll share the videos. The eyes of the world need to see what the tyranny of the Trudeau regime is up to. With, again, these people are just innocent lambs for the slaughter. They don't deserve to be where they are. I saw Chris today, Chris Barber. He was saying as he drove to Ottawa to attend his trial, he couldn't have anybody in a car following him because he'd be leading a convoy, according to the police, well, the Crown's restraints upon him as he's awaiting trial. Yeah, that's right, he couldn't have a family member tag along behind him in another vehicle because he'd be leading a convoy. Yeah, they want 10 years for mischief and counseling mischief. They've thrown in some obstructing police. Like, all along they were working hand in hand with the police, then they were obstructing them. It's a farce. It's criminal. And I hope the eyes of the world are upon this trial. I'll be doing my best to cover it. Please hit the like button, share the vids, and I don't mean just mine.